Welcome back to today's live. Of course, we're in December and we're approaching 2026, and I know some of you are planning to open up farms. The previous days, 2 days ago, we started on a topic on how to start a successful poultry farm. And yesterday, we were talking about the breeds, though our guest we ran into some technical issues, but today we are glad everything seems okay. And so he's just going to pick up from where he was supposed to pick up from. Those of you who are new in this on this live, this is how we do our shows. The first few minutes, 30 between 15 to 30 minutes are for the guest or the host to present, and then the remaining minutes they are for interaction, responding to your questions and then giving out shout outs. All right. So our guest tonight is not new. He's a familiar figure on the channel. However, he has his own channel, that's Poultry TV. And that's the gentleman called Robert Kasozi, who is a successful poultry farmer. And tonight he's going to share his insights about which breed once again. Yesterday I was giving a bit of insights, but I was just stepping in for him. So today we are excited, Mr. Robert, to hear what you prepared for us. How are you doing?
I'm okay, Hajat. How about you?
How is Poultry TV?
Poultry TV, we thank God ever since you stepped in. It is
Well, you remind me of our Minister of Finance. Shh, our economy is taking over. Okay, so Robert, without any further ado, we would love to know what's your take on the type of breed someone should consider rising in 2026?
One, I first want to apologize for what happened yesterday. Those are technical issues, something. Straight to the point, between layers and broilers.
You can include
Just
in
like
even the aspect of local breeds. It's okay
even local breeds are okay.
if you can. Okay,
Okay, now,
let's go with
okay.
what you prepared.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Now,
Mm,
let me first put this aside. Now, generally, hmm, we have local, we have commercial layers, we have broilers, and we have dual purpose. Hmm. Now, among these four, hmm, for someone who want to start, hmm, but still it depends. The choice depends on your goal. For instance, if you want okay, they can all be used for meat production, but the broiler, it will be quicker than the others.
mm,
eh. The other three, if you exclude the broilers, local dual-purpose layers, they all give eggs, but the layer will be faster. You understand?
mm, mm.
So I just beg, let us choose layers
And
and
broilers.
broilers.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay. Mm.
yeah. But if someone want to learn about poultry, maybe I want to learn before going in this one. Because if you learn about chickens, you can start with the locals. Then you go to dual purpose. Huh? Those are, I would say, taking step by step. From there, you come to broilers. From broilers, then you come to commercial layers. But now let's be specific that we are in for business now, and someone is in a state where he or she wants to choose between the broilers and layers.
Mm.
Eh, and now I beg we go with that. Is it okay?
It's fine.
Uh-huh. Now, mm, we'll start with the broilers. Now, broilers, Broilers take a period of between 4, 5 to 6 weeks. Some keep them up to 8 weeks. Mhm. So you keep them for a short period of time and you get your money. So today we are going to choose, like we are going to say that we are going to be having 500 broilers and 500 layers. It's going to be our case study. It's
Mm.
our example. So now we're having 500 broilers. We are keeping them for 4 months, 4 weeks, 4 weeks, or 5 or 6 or 7 or 8. But let's go with the 4 to 5 weeks. You keep them, they go, you get your money. The estimated profits for 500 broilers, estimate, not actual, but estimate, is always 1 million. However, it can go beyond, it can even be lower, but the average is 1 million.
Is that a net profit?
Mhm. Net profit, removing everything, the feeds, the money used to purchase them. Yeah, because 100 broilers is always between 200, 300, around there, 100, if there are 100. But now we are talking of 500. You get me? Uh-huh. So, I'm not going to be reading these comments. May I will go
No, no,
with
we shall go
broilers for
through them later
100.
after your presentation, eh?
Limited capital, so much having budget cheaper for 5 weeks. I'm going to answer this man later, but let's go with this now. I was saying you keep them for a short period of time. There you go. You get your 1 million. We are talking of 500. The whatever. Count like each bird, let's say it will consume like 10,000. It is always between 8,000, 9,000 to 10,000. This is, please, our viewers, this is the average. It's not the actual, but it's the average because I've ever been there. So I know what I'm talking about. Mhm. So let's say each bird is going to consume like 10,000. That means after 4 weeks, those will be like 5 millions, right? Am I right?
I think so.
10,000 times 500. Yeah, it's 5 million. Now we are going to sell our birds, each bird at we are going to sell our bird after 4 weeks or five at 12,000. That means those are 6 millions. So 6 million, you subtract the other 5 million, we are moving with
1 million.
million. Uh-huh.
Mm.
Mhm. We leave that there. We shall go to the other side of layer later. Another thing, mm, but remember with this, it requires constant restocking. Hmm?
Mm.
Constant restocking. Hmm? That every month, if you want to get this 1 million, you have to always, every month you have to be having a brooder. This one, you're getting what I'm saying. Mhm. Space requirement for broilers, they require very less whatever, less space per bird because
Mm.
they are less active compared to the layers. Layers, they are active, so they require some bigger space. For instance, a space where you can put 500 broilers, I think only like 100 can fit there. Only 100. Mhm. Yeah. So another thing with the broilers. No, let me first go to layers, then I'll give that later. Now we go to
Okay.
layers.
Mm. Mm.
Layers, these are long term. Mm? These are long term if you want for what? Steady income from the egg production. Uh, So they're not like broilers who are going to bring them for 4 weeks or
Mm.
5 weeks. No, with the layers it is different. You need four, actually not four now, because they are always 21 weeks. You know the things are changing. Though people are still saying 4 months, but things are changing.
What's
It's like a
changing?
comment.
Mm.
Huh? Gone are the days you used to see eggs at age 17 weeks, 18 weeks. Those still I see people saying they are seeing still getting those eggs at 17 weeks and 18, but mm-mm, mm-mm. These days all the farmers are maybe this side I don't know, but it always 19, 20, 21 weeks. Other farmers can tell who are there.
Mm.
Those who are still getting on 17 or 18, lucky you. Mhm. So I was saying for layers, you need a 5 months actually to begin getting some money back. But remember, for layers, this is going to last for period of like let's say we're 18, 18 months. When you're getting without making the brood again, we are talking of 500 now, 500 layers. The
Mm.
other one was there 500 broilers. They are going to be making the brooder every month, every month, every month. But for this person who is having another 500 layers, is going to make the brooder each month, and that's all for the next 18 months or 2 years. If you can manage to keep them for 2 years, you know. Then we go for profitability. I was still talking about that profitability. For broiler, 1 month you get your money, but for layer you keep them for 4 to 5 months. But when you start bringing, it is constant. It will always come daily or weekly. It will always come. Mm.
Mm.
Unlike for broilers, and for another thing with the layers, for them they require some big space. Uh, the air, whatever is supposed to be regulated, not like for broilers that you can put them in a room with one window they can survive. One
Mm.
window or to also open the door they can survive. Uh, Another thing was about what? Mm, and let me give another thing about the broilers now. Broilers,
Mm.
the market is supposed to, as soon as you clock like 3 weeks or 4 weeks, you have to go search for what? Hmm? To search for the market. Because if they are ready by 5 weeks and you don't have that market ready with you, the following day they are going to be consuming on the what? On the
On the
profits.
profits. Mm.
You get me? If we say that at exactly 4 weeks we are putting them out, make sure by third week, as soon as you clock the third week, you begin looking for the market, which is kind of hard.
Mm.
Unlike for a person who is having the 500 layers, that I can keep my eggs for 2 weeks, for 1 month without any stress if they have what to eat. But for broilers, you cannot, if they are ready for market, you say that I'm stopping this on this, the other following days, coming days, which whatever, they are consuming on the what?
On the profits.
They are consuming on the profits. Someone is saying I haven't mentioned the profits for layers. Profits for 500, you're very right. Now we are saying the profits for 500 layers, the estimate is 50,000 a day. Eh, for instance, we take it that the 500 they are laying 15 trays of eggs. Subtract like 10 trays back to feeds and whatever water, vitamin, remain with the five. But remember, with the eggs, there is this thing now with the current situation we are in Uganda is called HDBO. How can I turn that in English? HDBO,
Which
that
one?
the eggs, the season we are in now, the eggs, the price is kind of what? Down. Huh?
Mm.
Can someone make around 4,000 for the experience? Still, I'm going to answer someone there. So with the season we are in, yeah, it's HD, but the eggs are what? So this
The
profit,
price is okay.
the price of the eggs are now down. So the 50,000 profits you're saying daily might reduce to 40,000. You
Mm.
understand me? But
Mm.
if the situation was okay, the average is always 50. It can go beyond. That's when the maize brand and the broken maize, the price go down.
Down.
And that's
Okay, just a second. Our dear viewers, there is a poll. I'll put up a poll between layers and broilers. Which one is more profitable? I want you to participate by voting. Which one is more profitable? As the Mr. Castles continues with his discussion.
I was saying. Now it
Mm.
can be that is like 50,000 a day. So that is 50,000 times 30 days. That's like 1.5, right?
Mm.
Yeah, 1.5. And 500 for broilers, we said it's 1 million. It can go beyond, but let's go with the average. But remember, with the broilers, you have to restock
It's
every
continuous.
month.
Mm.
Remember these days, actually even the past days, you go, you book your broilers, they tell you give us to what? 2 months. Am I right? Give us
Yeah.
1 month. Eh,
The issue has been going on. Actually, it has not affected only Uganda. It's affecting even our neighbors, the Kenyans
uh-huh.
and the
But for
Tanzanians.
now, apart from the layers, I'll be still, you bring them, you do the
Mm.
brooder, then I begin milking for the next year, 18 months. What? Mhm. No more brooders, no more booking. Maybe when I want to add on the number. I don't know whether you're getting me. Someone was saying, can someone make up to 4,000 of broilers? 4,000, that's
It's possible. Mm.
you first search for that market before bringing them. Eh? First, make sure you have that market. Please, you will burn yourself. That's the truth. You will burn yourself. If you have money for 4,000 broilers, what you do, first begin with 500. As you get into the market, whatever, then you bring a thought like that. Please don't be excited that because they are told us poultry has money. No, 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 no. Follow the steps, slowly, slowly as you go. You get the market. Those who those people who buy the chickens and they sell them in kilograms. First get to that market, then you can bring that 4,000. That 4,000 is very possible if it was layers actually. If now you bring 4,000 layers, yeah, even if we don't search for market, when they are ready, when they begin laying, hmm, the eggs will go. Those starter eggs, they will go. Hmm. So now, according to me, if I'm to choose, let me choose for someone who's starting with small capital. You know, small capital, please go and start with broilers. Huh? Yeah, for someone who is because layers also remember with the layers, the more the number, the more the what? The profits. You
Doesn't that
understand?
apply to all breeds of chickens?
It applies to all of them, but you can't keep they can't keep 4,000 local. You can, but it's not 4,000 local chickens. Huh? 4,000.
No, I think what he meant this what Paul meant in the comment section is like, can't you make 4,000 as profit on each bird of broilers?
Ah, my friend.
Isn't it possible?
It is possible, like
Mm.
when, like how I showed you, when the maize brand and are broken, the price reduces a bit, huh?
Mm.
Like was it in October, September, around there? The broilers were being searched for everywhere. So they are
Mm.
buying them at 14,000, 15,000. There you could make that money. Even before they are ready. Like at 3 weeks, someone comes in the house, please, I'm booking, have discount million, keep it. When they are ready, call my number. So there you are the boss, you say that whatever the figure you want, you know. But we are talking of the average money, yeah? Average money. That the average is always 2,000, 3,000 on each bird. Average, it can go even 4,000. It
Mm.
depends. You can for instance, if someone before keeping the briars first went purchased some land, first he planted what maize. First plant your maize. That means the feed is going to be what lower. That
Oh.
means you'll be able 100% to get that 4,000 on every bird. You understand? Mhm. Nothing like when you purchase your what? Mm, Let me not go there. I will confuse someone who's starting. Eh? Let me not go there. Let's go as it is now. Huh? You are
Mm.
still saying something. No?
No, no, I was just making clear the
Mm,
pose question of which one is more profitable. I mean, can't you make 4,000 off the broilers? I think you've answered it. So,
mm,
in conclusion,
mm,
Robert, if all factors are constant,
mm,
someone has the money, someone has where to raise the chickens from, everything is ready, is set.
mhm.
Which breed would you choose for someone?
The ideal choice still depends on that on your goal. What is your goal? Do you want to produce? Are you into meat production? Meat production, you go to broilers. However, we say they are all you can all use them for meat, but remember the local one take longer to be ready. The commercial layer you have to keep it for 2 years or 18 months to sell it for meat. Dual purpose, the Croida, Sasso, Sussex, Rainbow, you have to keep them a period of 2 months, 4 months, 3 months, 4 months for meat. But for
Mm.
broilers, 1 month ready. Now, if you go, I want eggs. If you want eggs, you will go for layers. Then you can also go for local, but remember the eggs for layers have a bigger market eh, than for local. I'm not saying the local market, the local eggs, the market is not there. It's there. But the truth of the matter is, if I have my local tray here and this one over ours commercial area, this one will be taken first. The local eggs are always looked by a specific person. Yeah, I want local. I want local eggs. I want a local hen. Eh? I want nkoko ya rujumba. Specifically, they want that thing. Hmm? But for this commercial, every chapati store you go anywhere in Uganda, you will find the majority of the eggs are what? From the
I
commercial
wanted.
layers.
Mm.
Now, if I'm to choose for someone, that will be a big mistake. Yeah.
If I come to you and
Ah,
I really don't know even what I want, or what I know that I'm interested in is raised chickens. However, I don't know whether I should raise for meat or for eggs.
but now for you, you should go for layers.
Mm-hmm.
Layers. Mm.
Okay.
Because even for me managing that everyday math stress of looking for market, that stress alone, I can't handle. Mm. Every month I have to look for market. Yes, even eggs you have to look for market. But the market for eggs it's there. It's there. Mm. Actually, even the layers after when they are there, you want to offlay them, their market is 100% available. Very ready. Mm. Even broilers they are taking.
Speaking of the off layers, Robert, uh,
Mm.
there is a word on the street that
Mm.
the Kenyan market is now watering down the Ugandan market when it comes to off laying. Is that true? And they are
But
selling
what?
them very cheap. They are selling them cheaply. That off layers from Kenya, they are watering down the off layers. They are watering down the market.
Mm.
So If someone is off laying off their birds, especially right now, because most farmers they were waiting to lay off their birds around this time when it's time for Christmas.
Mm.
So where does that leave a Ugandan farmer who is hoping to offlay, who was hoping to offlay and get some 18,000 Ghana shillings now, because the Kenyan birds, the Kenyan offlayers, they're being sold at 14,000. Where does
Mm.
that leave our Ugandan farmer who was counting on the 18,000?
Man. Now for layers, even if you say it at 14,000, it's okay. I've already milked this chicken for 2 years or 18 months. It's okay. Remember, you
Mm.
people, if you keep these layers, when they begin laying at the fifth month, I'm taking fifth month, the first between 4 to 6 months when they are laying, you pull all the money you've invested in them.
Say that again. Say that again.
I, Robert, have brought 1,000 birds. I keep them from first day one up to when they begin laying. When they
Mm-hmm.
begin laying and they reach their climax, maybe their peaks around there, like 1,000 birds, that's like 30 trays a day. The first 6 months, hmm, the first 6 months, you're going to pull out all the money you used to feed them, buy them back. That means
I
the
thought it would
other.
take like a year.
Yeah, no, 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 no. So yes, we shall also calculate that one day. The first 6 months, unless maybe they get some diseases, they change production, what. But if it is still okay, you were able to pull out your money in the first 6 months back. So that means the other months you continue getting your money. After when you decide to offlay them, even if they take them at 14,000, still it is okay. However, still you want to some. And about the thing you're talking of, the Kenyan whatever they are bringing the money, this season is season of eating. It is a season of eating. People eat. They are going to consume those chicken. They are going to eat them. Hmm? Someone is saying that's true. It's the first 6 months. Yeah. And if you fail to get them in the first 6 months, that
Mm.
means maybe you've done maybe there is a mistake somewhere. But it's always the first 4 to 6 months.
Mm.
You're able to get all the money you have invested in them. Mm. And one thing I want to advise those who want to begin layers. Now listen, if you want to do the layers, this game will be good for you if, let me say, you start with 500 birds. When
Mm.
they start laying, is it begin? Is it start? Which is the right word?
English is not our mother tongue.
Okay,
Use
both
whatever
can
one.
work. But when they begin laying, or start laying, like for the first 2 months, get that money, rush back to your supplier, book another 500 what?
Birds. Mm.
Aha. So that this 500 can feed the other 500. You get me?
Mm.
Why am I telling you this? That after when we want to offlay the first bunch, you have others which are laying. You're in the market, not getting 500, and you sit and you say, "Now I'm the boss of this country. I'm getting money, I'm getting eggs." After maybe 18 months or 2 years, you offlay them all. Then you have nothing. You no longer have eggs. Your buyers, the suppliers, buyers of eggs are going to go to other people, and getting them is without will be a tug of war. Yeah? It would be better if when they begin laying for the first 4 months or five, you bring another batch, you bring it there. So that when you decide to offlay this one, you still be in the market. Every day you get some you what? You get some money. And remember, money in the economy is constant. Just that you have to look for direction where your money is, and so that it comes to you. Mm.
Now,
So
Robert, I want us to I want you to give some tips on how to use this money, because my fear with with layers especially, it's about that cash flow that comes in every day or every week or every month, depending on when you want to sell your eggs. How do you make sure that, I mean, how do you handle your money so that it stays in business and you do not use it for other things, that money which is coming in?
You people, this company of data is warning me. What's that really today? The things are okay now, they are warning me. So I'm sorry, you are saying something. I'm sorry, I was reading that. I'm sorry, please. You are saying something?
My
Uh,
issue, okay, like where I find problems with
mm,
layers, it's not my
mhm,
concern, but maybe the concern of other farmers who are not successful at layers. The
mm.
problem comes in with how to manage this money which is flowing in daily. How do you handle it so that it stays in business and it will help you to scale up?
One, it will be better if you don't sell these eggs every day. What you do, keep the eggs like for 5 days. You get that money at once. You get the money for feeds. You buy the feeds and put it back. Then you get that profit which remains. Just pay yourself as a worker. If you want to enjoy this game, pay yourself as a worker some money. Then the remaining money, please save it in your account or bank, mobile money, or for me, what I do instead, cause me, I'm not that saving thing. Let's leave it there. Me, instead of what I will do, I will go book another chicks. I get this money from here. I feed the other what? I feed the other batch. So you cannot use that money, eat it anyhowly when you know have chicks to take care of. Mm? Another thing, you have to have this. You have to have discipline with the money. All those big guys we look at and say, I want to be like so and so. They have discipline with money. If you don't have discipline with the small money you have, even when you have the get the big money, still it will go away. Yeah, it will disappear and it goes back to the money you can manage in your head. Mm. So you have to have the discipline with this small money you always get. Mm. Mm.
Okay.
I don't
Now
know
the
if
other
you've
issue that you
answered.
mentioned, that you'll be able to recoup your investment in 6 months. Uh,
Mm.
Given you take care, you maintain these birds very well. Can you share some
Mm.
of the tips on how best, insider tips on how to maintain a layers flock properly and easily?
How to maintain a layers flow proper is the one biosecurity. Things we talked of last in the other video.
Mm.
Mhm. Biosecurity, that's one. Always keep the what? Keep your farm free from diseases. It's not easy, but eh, like face it to avoid other local whatevers to what? To rate, that's one. Two, limit the number of people to limit the access. Remember, as we said, someone will step in another poop of another sick bird somewhere, and they come and it comes in the soil, whatever they shoot. Then they come and step on you, whatever. Remember, almost is it 7 to 8 of the around there, what we fit? I'm not so sure of that diseases they move. We are the one who carry them. Eh? We carry them. They just not come from anywhere. No, 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 no. Remember, these birds are always inside their house. So it's us who bring in the what? Unless maybe like for flu, where there is, if the whatever is not, the floor is not cemented, where they scratch, whatever they're bathing, they bring that dust and then they get the flu. But another thing, when you're dirty, when they actually they are the one who is pour the water down, then they begin eating that thing. I don't know why these layers like those dirty things. Whenever the drink around the drinker is wet, they come and begin pecking around it there. So you have to limit to what? To get the dry litter, then you cover that. So you have to fight that thing of diseases. Another thing, security of your birds. Like the season we are in. Have my a friend or another farmer in Matuga. Yesterday night, she had 1,000 birds. they took 700. They stole 700. Now she has around 300. So another big thing is security. They took 700. She called me crying. So there is biosecurity, security. Another thing, you have to get good quality chicks from a trusted supplier. Mm. Because now these days, most of the whatevers they get money, they buy what? Hatchery, what is it? A
Incubator.
hatcher incubator. They begin
Mm.
hatching what? In their house, behind their whatevers. They get a box of, for instance, any company. Let me say company is called Field House, the all the chicks. They put in there, yet those chicks are not from Field House's farm. I don't want to use any company's name, yeah? That's why I'm using Field House. They put in, so they said this is from Field House, yet it's from somewhere else. Mm.
Yeah, but
That's
that's
another
quite
thing.
difficult to handle because, for example, most
Mm.
hatcheries are not. They are, let's say, for example, those ones who are done. They are ones I know they're in Nakasongola and they are going to deliver chicks in Kampala. So
Mm.
it will be difficult for a farmer to go to the hatchery. They will
Mm.
just wait for deliveries. I think that's where the problem comes from.
That's now you have to choose from a recognized company which has at least lasted for some good years. For instance, there's a company. Can I say it
Mm.
out?
Sure. Uh, it's
Now, like
okay.
for
Because we are now. This is just a
mm,
discussion. We are not promoting any company. It's okay. You
yeah,
can say. Mm.
so now like Kenichi has lasted for some good time here, you know.
Mm.
So you have to go to that shop and you see this is Kenichi. Not only is a new whatever. Say Jemba something supplier, chick supplier, then you go there because the price is relatively lower than Kenny Chick. For instance, if it's Kenny Chick like 46, then the other new supply is 35. You go to 35, you will be in for it. And with the poultry, please I beg, avoid cheap things. Hmm? Especially in feeds, buying chicks, avoid those cheap things. It's okay to save, it's okay to what, but please avoid them. Hmm?
Yeah,
Avoid
I
them.
think that's a good point because I know most the prices of these chicks is almost the same. It's almost uniform. Layers
Mm,
5,500 between 5,000 5,500. So I think anything
mm.
below below that should have a
Mm.
question mark.
Yeah. You know, we always want those cheap things, but you people, let me tell you, remember this company, like for me, who got it from somewhere. I'm seeing it, my money, me, I'm seeing it as blood, so I cannot allow my blood to just flow. Hmm? Yes, you will get that check of 4,000 or 3,500, but my friend, at the end of the day, those cheap chicks, they don't vaccinate them in the hatchery.
Mm,
Hmm? Now, like the company I've mentioned, they always vaccinate some whatever's in the hatchery, like Malix, eh, like some Malix, Newcastle, and Gumboro. Eh? And remember, when they don't like you buy you said from someone who doesn't who did not vaccinate Malix, and you decide to buy Malix and do it yourself. First of all, it is very risky. Why? It's done here under what? It's in the underhead. It's underhead. Eh?
mm.
Now, for someone who is going to start, you're very very empty. You're just starting. How are you going to go about vaccinating with the head? One, Malix is expensive. I had a dose of the 100,
It is, yeah.
100,000. It's very expensive.
Mm.
So at the end of the day, you go for that cheaper thing. But if you round off, you find that now, I tell you, what you were running away from, still you find it in the what? In the long run.
Somewhere.
Hmm? Yeah.
There
Same
is
to the
also
insect.
an interesting concern about imported chicks and those ones that are from here. Which one would you recommend? Or are both okay if someone can afford either imported or
Now, should I tell you something interesting?
sure?
I'm giving an example. Someone who says here, Mr. Kiggs Greeny Acres. I'm sorry if I've not read the name rightly. If Mr. So and so have read that name, eh? If he goes
That
and
is Muzai Chicks, our prominent Muzai Chicks, who is
this
well
is
known,
Mzee.
who is
Wow,
known for the
wow.
local poultry farming. Okay, he
I
does
always
all the breeds, but most of us know him about
I salute you. I always watch your work. Even today, I
mm,
watched one of your videos. It was about he was making a hatchery, putting the these lamps over was normal. I watched it today. But now back to the point. If
mm,
Mosaic chicks imports chicks from maybe Netherlands or somewhere, I'm giving an example.
mm.
He can bring those chicks. And maybe another person. Let me say Robert brings the chicks from Yuga Chick here in Uganda, Majiji here. Mr. Mzee Chicks, he brings the brooder, he makes the brooder, and within 2 days, he removes the what? The pots,
The
the
brooding.
worms. Uh-huh. Now this one will do like thing. I'm saying this one won't, even if he gets the good quality chicks, what I'm trying to say, even if Mzee Chicks gets the good quality chicks from abroad, but he doesn't do the needful. And this one who gets the chicks from maybe here, from a company side, and he tries his best and do the things right. This one can win. So with the poultry, do the right thing. There are people who are
Okay.
keeping those chicks you're saying they are bad, they are local. There are people who are keeping them and they are saying, me, I'm not leaving this, even if you do what? You know? So even if you get them there or here, as long as when you bring them, please vaccinate. Hmm? That in Newcastle zone is around 10,000. You see it as small water, something small. But if a Newcastle hits your farm, hmm, you'll be the person like I saw someone yesterday here saying, please, poultry is a scam. Poultry is a scam. It's not a scam. There is something you didn't do right. Hmm? Like another person was commenting that, are we all going to be in poultry? No, we're not all going to be in poultry. You can use the knowledge you're sharing here to do other business because the thing is the same. Be patient, be consistent. They are the same. You can use this knowledge to start another, maybe a goat, whatever, a
Mm,
cow, a boutique, your factory, anything. Hmm? And another thing, there are various opportunities in this poultry sector. Aha, it's my next video. I'm going to do that this either on Friday or Saturday. I'm going to talk about the various opportunities in the poultry sector. There are many things here, you people. Let me give now some of them to you. Hmm? You can be a middle what? That middle person. You come to meet a farmer and to those shops, whatever. You come pick the eggs from me, add something, you go supply. There are various opportunities in this poultry sector, you know. Someone was like, "Oh, we are going to be poultry farmers. I'm seeing poultry everywhere, poultry farm, poultry what?" No. Another thing you should know, the world is changing. I don't know if you people have noticed. The world is changing from analog to digital. So, my friend, we are not a problem. Actually, personally, I'm not a person of camera, but I was limited by option. Many people are reaching me, this. I was like, now why can't I go open? Hmm? I share the information to everyone instead of going to one person. This one of course it tells the same thing. Hey, but why should I do this? How can the same question asked by 10 people? So what you're going to do is put the video here talking about how to vaccinate in Newcastle. We put it on a portrait TV. So if you ring me, yeah, I can do it. Go there. The information is there. I can't be talking today, tomorrow, the same thing in Newcastle. Newcastle. The other called Newcastle, you know? So we decided now instead of what every day. So you want how to get vaccinated Gomboro, we shall be putting there. How to do this pudding, we shall be putting it there. Eh? So still another thing we are saying that the world is changing from one analog to digital. So these
mm,
things are going to come whether you want or you don't want. Ense mukuchuka. They're outworld. For those who have been there, they're already there. For us, we are just changing. That's why you see our excited fellow whatever's on TikTok, they are dancing, abusing. They're not the problem. It's the what? It's that time that thing is changing. Eh? Now, so those boys in their naked whatevers, they regret late and they say, no, I was not supposed to do this. Mm. But because of that excitement, new what, new digital, new this, people are seeing me. He push the camera here, people are seeing me. You people, what, you look like this, you are mad, you are this. Eh? They're not a problem. You don't blame them. Some can't handle. But anyway, leave that aside. We continue other things. Mm.
Okay, I think that's quite interesting.
Mm.
It's quite so. He has made a decision for you tonight. If you are
Mm.
starting, like him emphasized, it's actually about you, what you're interested in. If you're interested in eggs, layers are there. If you're interested in meat production, broilers are there. If you're interested in our local, because there are people who just love the local birds,
Mm.
you can also go in for those. So our presentation is done. I'm just going to go through the comments quickly and see who is here and the questions. Then we shall call it a night. Uh, the first person to be here was Kigs, Green Acres, and he's greeting all of us. Hey, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. I appreciate. And thank God the network is fab. Yes, Alhamdulillah, it was great. It was great. We thank God for that. For me, I'll go with broilers for high turnover and limited capital. So having 500 birds will be much cheaper for 5 weeks. Mm-hmm. Those are some of the factors that Robert was talking about. Your decision is done what is determined by some of the factors like how much money you have. And then members, let's like the live. Just double tap on the screen and you like the live. That's what we have to do. Thank you so much, Kings, for reminding them. Osla Richie said hi, hi. Kings again comes in. Joshua, hello, hi. Zay Chicks, thank you so much for blessing us with your presence tonight. It means a lot, and we really appreciate the work that you're doing for the poultry farming industry. It's amazing. Those are people who came in the industry for some time, and they
Yeah.
were some of the first people to spread this information online. You know, many
Mm.
farmers do not want these kind of things. They just want
Actually,
to keep the information. Yes, please.
one thing, Mzee Chicks, how can I reach you, sir? Please, I beg, humbly beg you. How can we
Go
make
through
that?
me. Go through me.
I will, I will. Continue, please, I will.
Okay,
Mm.
Mzee yes.
Mm.
Mzee is very soon coming to the live. He'll be here soon. So Kings, be on the lookout for him. Uh, people in the industry. And then we have if broilers have a lot of work in terms of brooding every month, why is it that they have little capital then? Do you have an answer to that?
Yes. And
Mm-hmm. Why?
people always want quick things. So those are the disadvantages of wanting quick things. I hope I'm not rude, but that's the reality.
No, 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 no,
The
no.
term is good. Quick. So there are disadvantages of that. But Madam Firdaus, another thing, talking of something about someone talking about local. We are not saying that locals don't have what that locals are not good. Even local chickens are good, but actually, now if you have like 500 local chickens, they are laying what. But make sure you have the ready market for the local what eggs.
Those
Go
products.
to nearby supermarket, big supermarket, eh? Ask for contract from them to be the one supplying them the what? The local eggs. There you're good to go. But don't just come in
Mm.
with the big man and you say, I want 4,000 local chicken. My friend, that's another story. A
Okay.
big
Thank you so
independent.
much.
Another thing, someone is
Okay.
saying, I'm sorry, Andrew Lucky, I need to start one of these projects, but I'm scared of it because once you hit loss, it rock bottom. Mr. Andrew, let me tell you something. It was 2015 when I first began my poultry farm. There are 200, whatever, 200. Eh?
Mm.
They lost everything. I did the second time, that was 2015, then 2017, still it failed. Even the third one still it failed. So my friend, it's part of the journey. Don't be scared. And instead of coming, if you want to say 500, if you're scared, begin with 100.
100.
You make
Yeah.
the what? You learn from them, you make the mistake, so that by the time you bring the big number, you are good to go. And don't be scared. Don't why are you getting scared? Don't be. Hmm?
Okay.
Don't be. This is
There's something that really um itches me when when you say that you should start with a smaller number if you have the capacity of starting with a big number, because
mm,
Robert, the energy I use to raise a
mm,
hundred birds is the same energy I would
mhm.
use to raise 500 birds.
Now, if you can start if now, if you want to start like with a big number, like 2,000, even 1,000, a big number, 2,000 plus. Ensure you have a robot by your side, a mosaic chick by your side, a field house by your side.
Mm.
There is another. Is it okay if I mention farmers' names here?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Have like a farm up good by your side. You know, those people who have been there, or have a vet who has ever kept those whatevers, not a vet who's reading the thing.
Who is in the vet shop all the time?
I'm not putting people down, but this is the reality. A
Mm.
vet who has never done this thing, or he has the chick there, his or her farm somewhere. Yes, have that person. Ensure you consult, or everything you're going to do. I'm going to vaccinate. Please, hello, come and help. How can I do this? You know, there you have to do calculate. Yes, risking is okay, but do calculated risks. Yes, we are saying start, but don't just start far. Eh?
Okay.
No, no, no,
Mm.
no. Hey, you have to have some things on your tips. Hmm? Hmm.
Someone is poised, like, I think I've seen this gentleman online before. On Yeah, this is an online person, my friend. He's not just on the ground, he's also online here. His channel, his YouTube channel is called Poultry TV, and yes, you saw him interviewing an experienced poultry farmer. I enjoyed that video,
Mhm.
by the way. That's the video that made me get in touch with him. So it's an amazing video. Uh However, don't stop alleging things that that gentleman was his father. Me, I don't know, and I don't want to know, but
No, that gentleman, yes, I used to call him daddy, father, what, but he's a very good friend of mine. Very good friend. Actually,
mm.
even called me, please, when I'm coming back, I was like, I will come. He's a very good friend of mine. Hmm? He's full of
Okay.
wisdom. Hmm.
Hamza is like, Alhamdulillah for today. We thank God for sure. Everything has gone on so well. We thank God. Because I think even layers can go up to 2 million every month as profits.
2 million every month. Yes, layers can even go to 20, even 60 millions. We said layers is about number. The bigger the number, the bigger the profit. It can go. But don't
Mm.
say that for in the 500, you're talking about 2 million. That, yes, in the 500 layers, it can go to 2 million on these conditions. You, before bringing them, you had some maize somewhere. You stocked it, or you have your garden somewhere that you're going to just bring, make it turn it to broken, you give them. Or you have other methods of reducing the what? On
The
reducing
the
the cost
costs.
of the
Mm.
goods.
Mm.
Hmm? So we're not saying that the fixed amount was 1.5. No. It can go beyond. Now, if you have your 500 layers and you also have a kiosk somewhere where after when you get the eggs, you go put them and sell them direct to the buyer, then the 2 million will be there 100%. But we're talking of this person, you get the eggs, you give them to the buyer or that broker, someone, then they take it. The average is always there.
Okay.
1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5, 1.8 maximum. I'm talking the truth.
Okay. I think we
Mm.
answered this. Would you prefer importing or buying from local suppliers? It goes back to how you're going to manage those chicks, whether from a local supplier or someone who is importing. Do you
Mm.
think farmers are embracing these automatic bell drinkers?
Automatic bill drinkers. What is he trying to mean?
I think Abu's auntie, do you think these farmers are embracing these technologies?
The cages? What? I'm not getting.
No, like the automatic bell drinkers. These automatic drinkers, I think that what it's the one he's trying to ask. Maybe I can try to answer him. Farmers, yes, it's true. Farmers embracing these automatic bell drinkers, and it's a wonderful addition to your farm because it will save you. We all know that these manual drinkers are labor intensive. You have to wash them and all that. Sometimes you can get lazy. So if you have the capacity of embracing these automatic drinkers, then you are good to go. Me, I'm not even interested in these bell drinkers. There is a water line system I'm interested in. It's supplied by Vetequip Solutions. I love that water system, that automatic water system. I feel like it's a game changer in poultry farming. I don't know what you think of it, Robert. Hello. Okay, I think we have lost Robert to network. So I was talking about embracing those automatic, any technologies in poultry farming. It's for your own good. Any technology in life is for making our poultry farming experience really easy. So yes, it's good. Security. Um, Robert talked about the issue of security, especially in these days when we are nearing festive seasons. You should be very cautious. If it means to sleep on your farm, please do that. Otherwise, someone will make you poor in just a few minutes. Something you have built for years can be ended in just a few minutes. Robert mentioned that. Zaychicks, yeah, we really feel sorry for our sister there. Uh, let's learn. Let farmers learn that not everyone is a breeder. Yeah, some people are just agents. Don't you agree?
That's true.
And you know the worst part? When someone gets
Mhm.
chicks from you, they would love after sale service. You need to be in touch with this farmer. But once you buy from suppliers who are not real suppliers, you will never hear from them again.
Yeah.
You will never hear from them again. And yet you need help. Yes, please.
Another thing for someone who wants to start, when you come to this thing, don't just go in and buy poultry stuff. No. Hmm? The good thing in all the things are people are putting their numbers there. At least call Hajat Field say, Hajat, where can I source this course? Which is the best to concentrate? They are all good, but there is the best one, the better
Mm,
one.
mm,
And even the chicks, they are all good. Because you'll find someone raising this type of chicken doing better, even the one they're saying what the better. But if a beginner, call someone who is in that thing and tell them where can I get this chick, so that they take you there, and from a person who is recognized, from an agent who is recognized, they have a big name. Names are saying like Kenny Chick. You see the
mm,
big, but even if there's a problem, you can go back and report. That please, in the
Mm.
box you gave me, I found 10 lame chicks. Give them back, they have to sort that. Hmm? But from someone you find in a container village, they're selling chicks here. Please, I want you're finished, completely finished. Hmm? Hmm.
Okay, don't say we didn't warn you. Andrew,
Hmm.
thank you so much for tuning in tonight. I think Robert already addressed your concern. Master Chicks Poultry Farm, thank you for tuning in tonight. Yes, there was an issue with the network, but he's back here. Zandri D, good evening, fellow farmers. Yes, good evening to you, and we want to say good night to you. Let's hear Robert's final remarks. Let's hear Robert's final remarks about the whole topic of how to start a successful poultry farm in 2026.
My last remarks is for a beginner. For those
Mm,
who are already there, they know what to do. But for a beginner, even if you have a huge sums of money, please start small. Tandika nakatono. You learn
mm,
from that small so that the next time when you bring as big as you can. And if you want to start direct with a big number, it's also good and very okay. But please, I beg you, at least get someone who's already there. Make them your close person that every week at least they check the farm. This is wrong. Because at least now for a person like him, I can spot that this bird is not okay. But for you can fail. I'm not saying you can't. You also have knowledge what, but I'm kind of better
mm,
than maybe someone, and there is someone who's better than me. So get someone before starting a
mm,
plan.
mm,
But
mm.
another thing was someone was saying, "You people, as if money, we don't know everything. Even if you see us yapping here, but when these things are bad, the camera, we read. That's why you always see me with my whatever. I go to different farmers. I sit, I listen, like, as if I don't know anything. No, you know even all the things he's doing.
Mm,
But even if he says something wrong, I'm coming, I cannot correct him. But after, we sit and talk. So I also go there to bigger farmers. What we are talking about Madam Hajat Fidas before coming live. There is a farm called I'm not saying the name. They're having 4 million chickens, 4 million layers. Hmm? And I'm trying to make appointment to meet them and talk to them. How are they doing it? Hmm? How are they doing? So you see that we up here, what? But when these cameras are off, you people, you don't know what we are doing. Hmm? We go and research, read what. So and still we don't know everything. But the some we know, the little we know, we give it to you. And for me, one thing I'm sure if is that you grow by helping others. And
mm,
having the knowledge and you don't share with
mm.
it is also useless. You have the knowledge, you keep them. Yeah, you know everything. Let me keep quiet. It's not good.
Paul is saying Paul had a lot of issues, a lot to say tonight. He's saying that do you think thieves prefer a certain breed?
That
Which
what?
breed is more stolen? Is it layers or broilers? Nkoko kize basinga okubba.
It's very rare they take it broilers. Because broiler, you carry it from here to like 4 meters,
It
it will
will
die.
die.
Yeah, but for layers, I don't know what's wrong with it. You carry it from here to Masaka, quiet. It won't make any noise. But for broiler, the moment you step on it, it begins making
And
noise.
it's dead. Yeah.
Another
That's
thing,
interesting.
layers,
I'm going to read the results. We put up a poll between layers and the broilers, which is the best breed to start with in 2027, in 2026. Before I tell you which one won, Onyanga Samuel is like, thank you so much for this beautiful golden information. Which company can you recommend for us new farmers to source the old chicks?
we cannot do that, please.
True.
Maybe off camera we can, but here on camera, what if there's another company sues takes you to court?
I'm
Hmm?
telling you.
You
And
know,
of course, if we do that,
Hmm.
it looks like
Hmm.
the we
Promoting
are doing
them.
what? We are advertising for them,
Hmm.
you know.
At least the first you pay, then we see. how we can do that.
Okay, how you came in late? We just closing our
Mm.
live session, but you can always go back and watch the replay. You can also
Mm.
follow us on our channels. Poultry TV is there. Go watch the information which is there. Subscribe to the channel. Call Me Fridaus is here. We have a lot of information there. Go subscribe and watch most of these videos. So we put up a poll, Robert, and
Before
the
before
people
the
actually
poll,
voted. Yes, please.
before the poll, one last thing, yeah. We say there are four breeds. We have local, dual purpose, broiler layers. This is the
Mm,
last thing. But please, this is according to my little knowledge. Please don't say what this is me now. Eh? If you want to learn how to keep chicken, how to what, you go for local and dual purpose if you want to learn. If you
mm.
want to get some money, make money, have some money in the pocket, you go for broilers. If you want to maybe go rich, wealthy, be a real melody, go for layers. That's according to
Okay.
me. Please,
Mm.
the Monsabula, that's according to me. That's according to me. Mm. That's all.
Okay. Since Andrew, you guys are coming bringing in your comments late. Robert has to go. So how much money does someone need to raise 100 layers from day one up to when they start laying, up to when they can now sustain themselves?
For 100, say like 20,000 each bird times 100. That is like have to be count each bird like 20,000. It
Mm,
can go beyond, you can be lower, but you say 20,000, 20,000 for each.
per
So
bird.
that means
Yeah.
100, that's like 2 million. Be there with that company. Mm.
Mzima. Oh, so Andrew, you've had just get 20,000, multiply it by 100, and then you get how much money you need to raise 100 broilers to up to maybe the 5th month when they can sustain themselves. Mzima is saying,
Broilers,
yes, please.
broilers layers.
Layers, layers.
Layers, 20,000, at least 20,000.
Mm,
20,000, 25, but that's the average around there. For
mm.
broiler, one broiler is around 80,000 to 10,000. If you exceed 10,000, then the story is
Dominic,
different.
I'm just doing you a favor. I think you're going to be the very last person, then we shall announce our results. He's asking, there are so many breeds of layers on market. Which one is the best someone can go with?
Breeds of, I
Mm,
think Highline is good, disease resistant, lays for a longer
mm.
period. There's another, that will be a topic for another day. We bring them all, we give their advantages and their
But we
disadvantages,
can mention the top five. We start with Highline. I
Mm,
heard Norwegian Brown is also performing better on the market.
Madam Fieldhouse. That will be a
Okay,
topic
this.
for another day.
All right.
They
So,
have the disadvantage and the advantage. Each one have their
okay,
different whatever.
okay,
Mm,
okay. That's all right.
mm,
So,
mm.
thank you so much all for tuning in and for voting from our poll. Actually, so many people turned in to vote, but layers got 57% and broilers got 43%. So, congratulations to layers. We are raising layers in 2026.
Mm,
With that, I thank you so much, Robert, for tuning in and for showing up. I really appreciate, and our viewers really like you so much. They are going
mm,
to subscribe to your channel, I believe so, and they will continue enjoying your content as well.
mm,
All right,
mm,
until tomorrow or another day.
mm.
Mm, Paul, you go on my channel. That the answer to that question is there. Okay, thank you so much. Have a wonderful night, and we'll see you again. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.